Hey all, today we're exploring why music is important in 5 ways. Number 1, music is literally everywhere and is considered a universal concept. 2, music is a huge part of creating social connections. 3, it expresses emotions and builds our identity. 4, music is used for healing and therapy. And 5, it's used in development and brain function. Number 1, music is everywhere. When was the last time you didn't hear music? Yeah, it's been a while, right? And the last time you did something with that music in the background, it probably felt awkward. We experience music out and about, through media and entertainment, when we're working, and even when we're buying things. Personally, I use music to concentrate on work, relaxing, driving in the car, and making situations more tolerable. Studies show that workers perform better and with improved attitudes and communication, increased efficiency and concentration, and a reduction in errors. When people are comfortable in the environment in which they work, they're likely to be in a better mood, and music can be a driving factor to increase mood and improve attitude. Music is used to increase product sales and the amount of time people spend in places. Picture this. When you're in a place with loud background music, you're likely to increase the speed in which you shop or how fast you eat. Working in a grocery store, I first-handedly experienced this. On days when the music's loud and the tunes are good, people tend to not only shop faster, but are in a better mood regardless of how long the checkout lanes are. Music not only is everywhere in the places we go, but also in the media we use. Whether it be pop-filled commercials, video games, or movies, we're surrounded by music for the reason that it creates connections and expresses emotions. Music is a universal form of behavior and it is seen in all places by all people in all times, making it difficult to not encounter music in daily life. Number 2, music creates social connections. Music has been known to create social bonds that are needed for survival and draws people together. Music unifies groups of people through social groups and cultures. Social interactions are often built around music in many cultures, and singing and dancing throughout the world are known to promote group participation. Music brings people together for activities and events such as concerts, dances, religious ceremonies and grieving, as well as sports games and social or political movements. Whether it be a middle school concert or a stadium tour show, large numbers of people gather together to appreciate a concert. Not many experiences can top going to a concert and seeing a mass of people unified together over one topic. Dances were huge community events that fostered social interactions based around song and dance, and hearing music at a football stadium is a sign to gather for a game. Certain music can also be used to express certain group behavior, which is seen at sports games to pump up the crowd. Social and political movements also may use music, rhythm, chants, or other things to emphasize their protest or show their unity. Music is used to gain attention to a group and bring others together. Number 3, expresses emotions and builds identity. Music is important because it is used to grow identities and show emotion. Karl Palnak wrote, "Music is a way in which we make sense of our lives, how we express feelings when we have no words, and is a way for us to understand things with our hearts," which in itself summarizes why I feel music is important. Music gives us a way to communicate and the words that we cannot say to others and to those who we feel connected with when experiencing situations. A perfect example of this is when you go to a wedding and as the music starts, so do the tears. Personally, I experience this the most when a character from Grey's Anatomy dies and it's sad, but then the phrase "How to Save a Life" or "All I Want" from Codaline starts playing. Music lets us express our emotions in the quiet times we spend with our loved ones, as well as the exciting and busy times in which I rely on music to channel my emotions. Without music, likely it would be difficult for us to find our own individual identity. We use music throughout the good and bad life milestones, and with each they add to our personal identity. I remember my first day of high school waking up and listening to Taylor Swift's 22, or graduating to Rascal Flatts' Life is a Highway, or getting dumped and listening to Post Malone's I Fall Apart on repeat. These moments played a part in who I am today as well as a majority of other musical experiences. A key part of growing up is exploring who we are, what we like, and what our values are. In many cases, we can get exposure to music through those who we connect with playing music. Playing an instrument in band is one way many people find their identity and find a group to identify with. I started off playing percussion and then began tuba in high school. I explored who I was, what being a part of something bigger was, and finding common experiences to have with those who shared the same aspect of identity. Music shows us how to be human and clarifies common experiences which build our identity. Our individuality may also be seen and expressed through our musical choices. Often you gain a sense of what a person is like just by searching through their Spotify account or looking through their CD collection. Although certain kinds of music can categorize us into ideas of specific age, race, and gender, we can individually build our identity through the music we encounter every day. Music often has the power to heal and can be used therapeutically, making it important. Music therapy is defined as the structured use of music to bring about desired change in behavior or the scientific application of music to attain therapeutic goals. Its principles are to establish or re-establish interpersonal relationships, bringing about self-esteem through self-actualization, and utilizing unique potential of rhythm to energize and bring about order. Music is non-threatening and can be used to build communication as bring about desired change. In times where I've needed support or therapy, I've turned to music as a way to cope and to overcome obstacles in a safe way. Other times I get stuck in a rut, and forcing myself to listen to positive and bright songs often distract me and pull me from the slump. Music has the power to distract from one's pain and enhance mood as well. Studies show that those who have musical interventions have a better quality of life than those who don't, proving music's importance. Music is important for the brain and its development. Brain development occurs in critical periods and sensitive periods where skills for language and music are developed. It begins before birth in rhythm, melodic, vocal, and movement development in relation to music all begin before the age of 1. Music can be key for the brain's development after neurological injuries and is known to help those with dementia and Parkinson's disease. Music changes verbal memory and focused attention in stroke patients and can change brain functions that were injured, increasing brain's functions by re-establishing brain connections previously lost. Through music therapy, improvements to speech, memory, and movement may happen, as seen with Forrest in Music Got Me Here. Music also has the power to trigger psychological changes in the brain as sound waves are processed as sensory stimuli through parts of the brain and forms an emotional response that the brain then categorizes as music. Music then unconsciously triggers neurotransmitters in the brain that lead to a powerful influence on our mood state. Studies also show that listening to preferred music has the greatest impact on connectivity, especially parts involving focused thought, empathy, and self-awareness. With that being said, it's important to listen to what types of music you enjoy in order to keep your brain happy. Without music, we would likely have less developed brains and a lack of aspects to heal our brain after injury.